Good morning to the one and only group of students who comprise Babson College's graduating class of 2022. Think about that for a minute. You are the only ones who will ever be called that. I'll take it one step further. You are the only ones living in your shoes. Kind of incredible, right? But I digress, sort of. More on that later. As you know by now, I am Joanna. Dr. Spinelli, Steve, and I have been colleagues and friends and partners in crime in the best sense of the word for over 10 years. Steve is a valued advisor to our family business, and as such, he participates at our senior level retreats. At one such retreat this past February, Steve pulled me aside and asked me if I would speak at your commencement. I laughed. We were enjoying our adult beverages at the time, and to be honest, I wasn't entirely sure, one, he was serious, and two, I thought he was out of his mind. At the meetings, bright and early the next morning, I pulled him aside and I said, Steve, are you serious about this? Do you really think I can do this? Do you really think they want to hear from me? He broke into his characteristically big, toothy smile and said, there's no question in my mind. I really wish I could embellish and say that he also had his straw hat on, but we were within the four walls of a conference room, and he did not. Anyway, so here I am, and for a minute, all I can say is, wow. I am deeply humbled, deeply honored to be standing in front of this clearly spectacular group of young adults. Here's the thing, though. Steve and I didn't really talk about the message of my speech. And it might just turn out that the message Steve wants me to tell you, the message that your parents want me to tell you, the message that the world might want me to tell Gen Z, might actually be quite different. In fact, may even be at odds with what I want to tell you from deep in my heart, based on my own lived experience as a student, as a proud mother of three, as a 56-year-old woman with extensive work experience. But since they asked me to come up here and use my voice and share my message, that's what I'm going to do. And listen, I'm well aware that I am just one of the speakers that stands between you and a wild, crazy, fun party. I mean, a respectable and civilized gathering, of course, to celebrate the amazing achievements you have accomplished here at Babson. So I'm going to attempt to be brief. On paper, I am co-chair and trustee of our fifth-generation business, Berwind Group, a co-founder, along with my three older siblings, of Springpoint Partners, the social impact arm of the Berwind enterprise. I am also founder of The Hive, an organization passionate about and committed to amplifying voice, choice, and opportunity for all young people. I am the proud mother of three. I have a Bachelor of Arts in English. I have a master's degree in business. I have a master's degree in social work. I am the disruptor, one of the disruptor in residences here at Babson. I am still trying to figure out what the hell that means. And I co-facilitate peer forums for students here at Babson's Bertarelli Institute for Family Entrepreneurship. I preface all that with on paper, because that's a list of what I've done. Titles I hold, roles I play, hats I wear, things I do. But I am up here in front of you, speaking to you on this day as a human being, not as a human doing. And it is the human being that I want to share and focus on with you today. We are human beings, are we not? Have you ever heard someone say, "Wow, she's an amazing human doing"? I have not. I have done a lot. But for many, many, many years, I was doing without having any idea who I was at my very core, what I believed, what I was passionate about, what I wanted for myself, frankly, what I stood for. Like everyone's, my story is very personal. As I mentioned earlier, I'm the youngest of 4 siblings in the 5th generation of a family business started by my great-great-great-uncle. That's a lot of greats, and that is quite a legacy. My father was extremely successful in continuing to reinvent the business and transforming it into a successful investment management company. It's quite commendable. He was quite a visionary. Starting at a very young age, I felt enormous pressure to follow my father's wish that his children continue the legacy and be a part of, which eventually turned into take over, the family business. This business was my father's whole life, his every waking moment, his complete sense of identity, and me being a young girl who was a pleaser, a perfectionist, and a conflict avoider, I chose to adopt and live into my father's and many others' vision for me, rather than my own vision for my own life. I put chose in quotation marks for a reason. My career chose me. I did not choose it. And it was only possible for that career to choose me, for others to decide what role I was going to play in this family business. Because I did not have a human being's most valuable resource, my sense of agency, my own voice. This external pressure took a toll. Starting around the age of 10, I developed an eating disorder that took many forms and lasted for 35 years, until I finally left 3 small children and went to treatment at the age of 45. By far, one of the hardest and best things I have ever done. For 35 years. For 35 years, this eating disorder was my crutch, my coping mechanism, my constant, if often brutal, companion. But let me be clear, I do not share this very personal experience to shock, to evoke pity, to do anything other than to make the following point. I believe we must live our lives from the inside out, not the outside in. We must follow our hearts, our guts, our dreams, not others' expectations and dreams for us. Babson, class of 2022. Remember when I said earlier that you are the only ones in your shoes? That was not a digression. That was the main point. I beg you, take time to know those shoes. Take time to know what you believe, what you want, what you choose. You have no idea how much power, in the best sense of the word, that there is in knowing that. And I believe it is the best gift you can give yourself, your family, any organization you join, and society at large. You have worked so hard to get here, and no doubt to stay here. You have been doing amazingly hard work for what, 16 years or so? Working hard in high school, doing extracurricular activities, maybe working part-time, maybe having 2 jobs, getting into this wonderful and very demanding school. Who knows what else? You should be phenomenally proud of yourselves, each and every one of you. Feel that. This day is going to go by fast. Feel that. Honor that. And 99.5% of you are going on to either further education or have already landed a place of employment straight from here. That is something to celebrate. Congratulations. Woo! Take that job, take on that role, wear that hat, and continue to ask yourself, is this what I really want? Is this what others think I should do? Do I have the job? Am I playing the role? Or does the job have me? Is the role expected of me playing me? Am I doing this because my parents, my friends, my siblings, the media think I should be doing it? I call that living from the outside in rather than the inside out. And believe me, I know it well. I did it for 35 years. But the outside isn't in your shoes. They haven't lived your life, experienced and felt what you have in those shoes. They can't possibly know what's in your heart as well as you do. You are human beings living your own lives with important experience and voices that we, your family, your mentors, and society in general desperately need as additional resources to this world, as new problem solvers, creators, and new thinkers. I believe society, we, expects young people, you, to live up to our hopes, dreams, and expectations of you, rather than encouraging you and giving you the tools to look deep inside and follow your heart's, your own wisdom. And I believe that by doing this, we are potentially depriving our society of an incredibly valuable resource, your own unique voice. In my own situation, I truly believe that by following other people's expectations of me, it limited my ability to design, create, imagine, and think outside the box and make my own unique contribution to the family business much sooner. I ask of all parents, teachers, boomers, myself included, are we seeing the young people in front of us for who they truly are? Or are we seeing them as we want them to be, as who we think they should be? There's a very big difference, and there is a consequence to the choice we make. Class of 2022, please do not deprive us of your voice. We need you. We need you as human beings capable of independent thinking, the power of following your heart and trusting your gut and your intuition as much as you trust the mind and the skills you have honed. My dream is a world filled with healthy, resilient, valued, and contributing 20-year-olds who turn into healthy, resilient, valued, and contributing 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 56-year-olds. I believe this is only really truly possible by starting with the human being, by living from the inside out, by being honest with yourself about what it really is like to be in your shoes, and then go on to do all the amazing things you will do from that place of self-knowledge and self-care. By merging and synchronizing this authentic being with the determined doing, I believe you will find true joy and fulfillment. And that is what I believe this world needs. It's really hot up here. As part of my passion and commitment to pay forward the amazing contribution that you all have made to me and my journey, I'm going to make an investment into Babson students and the Babson community. For students who want to define their own vision for social and economic value creation, whether as an individual or in the context of family entrepreneurship, I want to invest in you. I want to be a part of your pathway, part of your evolutionary to revolutionary journey into the future. Cheryl Kaiser and I are going to lead a co-creation effort to design the new Berwind Pathways Partnership. The Pathways Partnership will provide seed grant investments and Babson partnership to students who have discovered their own path towards creating both economic and social value. I will seed the Pathways Partnership with $1 million. I have had so many people support my own pathway journey, and I want to offer that partnership to as many others as I can. From this human being to all you human beings, congratulations from the bottom of my heart. And I thank you for sharing your wisdom and your time with me.